Hi, I'm Noel T. Manning II. Really appreciate you taking the time to spend with us today. Very happy to have some special guests. The special guests take me back a few years to my college years, so to speak. Actually, yes, my college years. I've been waiting on the film Bill and Ted Face the Music, honestly, for a few decades, ever since my college years, when Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey was released. I knew I wanted to see more of these two and the crazy cast and characters that surrounded them on their journey through time, trying to find a way to change the world through music. Well, I was very fortunate earlier to get an interview with a couple of folks. Death, that's right, I got a chance to spend some time talking to Death, which is pretty cool. William Sadler. Also got a chance to talk to Bill S. Preston Esquire, Alex Winter. So very happy to be able to share that interview with you. So let's dive into that interview with Bill and with Death. Alex and William.
Hello, Alex and William. How are you guys?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Hey,
We're
marvelous. I
good.
am absolutely marvelous. Thank you guys both so much for taking the time to chat with us about Bill and Ted Face the Music. Alex, first question, want to send this out to you. At what point did you know that now was the right time? This has been one of those things that ever since my college years, we've been hearing about the possibility, and now it's here. When did you know it was the right time?
Well, Chris Matheson and Ed Solomon pitched Keanu and myself the idea for this movie about 10 years ago, believe it or not, at a barbecue at my house. And, none of us had expected to make a third movie. None of us were looking to make a third movie, but we loved the idea just at its root, that you find Bill and Ted again as grown-ups with kids and a family and have not written the song that they were supposed to write. And it just seemed very rich with comic potential and heart. And we rolled up our sleeves and set about getting that thing made. And it took us some time, but we're very, very happy with the film that got made.
Yeah, and the fans are definitely happy to have you guys back, as well as Death. William, it's really not too often that we get to play with Death more than one time, and here you are back again. Talk, if you would, about maybe the differences this time around.
This time around, I think I appreciate even more how what a fun character he is to play. He's I've always loved the fact that he was needy and insecure. That if you scratch the surface, underneath that scary death dude was this insecure, frightened kid who just wants to be liked. And that's even more true now. That hasn't changed. He's older now, and there's plenty of water has gone under the bridge, but that hasn't changed. And it was really fun. He's just enormously fun to play for me.
Yeah.
I put that character on and I sort of can't turn him off.
That's true.
It's like he just keeps talking. It doesn't have to be in the script. He just kind of keeps going.
Well, I've got to say that if Death came knocking at my door, I would much rather it be you than some of the others I've seen out there. So you are welcome at my door, friend.
Take your vitamins.
One of the
Wear
things.
your masks.
I really love the chemistry that I saw in the first two films, and it's very rare that anyone gets to create iconic characters, and here you guys are back with iconic characters again. Talk about, and I want to send this out to both of you, and Alex, I'll let you dive in first. If you would share about that energy, about that excitement, that chemistry that was rekindled on the set this go round.
Yeah, I mean, we're very conscious of not wanting to just replicate the previous movies, both in terms of story or character. We didn't want to come off as kind of like bro kids frozen in time. We wanted to be parents and fathers and friends who were friends later in life. And we felt that if we did that, the script supported Bill and Ted as you know, in all of their glory, their goofy, you know, wide-eyed, jumping into the middle of a fracas with their sleeves rolled up kind of attitude, that would carry it along. And so the fun of it was that after all that prep and rehearsal and trying to get the film made and everything, you know, once at a certain point you just get on set and the cameras start rolling and you just have to do it, right? And Keanu and I really like performing together. It's just very fun for us. We come at acting in a very similar way. We have a very physical rapport. We kind of finish each other's sentences quite naturally. And Bill, you know, is very similar in that way. So it was very joyful. It was a kind of joyful reunion, and it was really fun to do the scenes with Death because it was very much like no time had gone by at all. So it was like putting a band back together, even just performing. We were kind of improvising and riffing, and that's fun acting to do.
I agree. I thought the chemistry was there, and it's been there in all three movies. And I don't think you can't fake it, and you can't, you know, cook it up if it isn't. There's a lot of affection, and it's obvious when, you know, between you guys, and me.
And you.
and me, but I think that's what sort of bubbles up underneath. I think there's like this lovely, you know, it's a friendship that we admire, and we root for those guys.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to revisiting you guys again in the future. And thanks again for your time today.
Thank you.
Sure. Take care.
Special thanks again to William Sadler and, of course, Alex Winter, Bill S. Preston Esquire, and Death. Thank you so much for taking the time to spend with me talking about this film, Bill and Ted Face the Music. And for those who are spending time listening and watching Meet Me at the Movies, Cinema Scene, Elements of Madness, however you choose to spend time listening and engaging in these interviews, I cannot thank you enough. It's a joy for me to be able to experience them and to be able to share them with you, and I hope that you enjoy them as much as I do. So until next time, I'm Noel T. Manning II, and that is a wrap.